Hello, Jessica Tate here from Tate Law Firm. One of the videos I was wanting to speak on today is about personal injury. What do you do if you get involved in an accident that's not your fault? First and foremost, you need to contact an attorney, of course, and that attorney would be me at 918-805-3955. And then the next thing you need to do is you got to check yourself and make sure that you're not actually injured severely or that you need medical treatment. Now, I work with a few doctors that we can refer you to that will make sure that you get back to the way you were before the accident. And a lot of times when people get in accidents, they have so much adrenaline going and they don't actually realize that they're as injured as they are. And so I always tell people you need to seek some medical treatment. And that means going to the emergency room. That may mean going to an urgent care. Get checked out so you can make sure that you don't have a concussion or a busted lip or a bruise that you didn't realize about, because that adrenaline can be going and you need to get that medical treatment. And then after you get your treatment, then contact us so that way we can be able to help negotiate and settle any personal injury claim that you have. So one, make sure you give us a phone call. Two, we'll get you into the doctors that you need so you can get the medical treatment that you need. And then three, as long as you don't have any warrants, okay, contact the police so that way they can come out and be able to make a police report so they can get the insurance information from the other side. So that way you can make sure whoever hit you actually had valid insurance coverage. And then if they didn't, you got their driver's license information. So that way you can be able to file a lawsuit if you need to down the road, because you'll have their address and all that information, which would be listed out on the police report. And so you contact the police so they can get that information. And then usually, that information is exchanged during the scene. And then afterwards, we contact the insurance company, making sure that policy is valid. Because a lot of times, people, you're driving around and you think you have full coverage. Because I hear that every day. I have full coverage. And really all you have is liability. And that is a problem. So you need to give us a phone call, because we'll check that coverage and we'll make sure that you have not only liability, that you have uninsured motorists. And that is if the other side hits you and they don't have the policy limits to actually cover all your property damage, cover all your personal injuries, then that coverage on the insurance policy can make sure that you get those certain things covered. So we got uninsured motorists, and then we also have something that they call med pay. A lot of people don't really understand that, and really it's just an extra $1 or $2 onto your policy, and you can get your medical expenses paid, whether or not the accident was your fault or the other person's fault. And I always say, hey, if the accident is not your fault, MedPay will pay for your medical expenses. So you got MedPay paying for your medical expenses, and then you got the person that hit you paying for your medical expenses. So you don't have to pay those expenses twice. That's just extra money that you be able to pocket from the insurance company. And so you got to make sure you have MedPay coverage on your policy. So liability, underinsured, uninsured motorists, and then MedPay coverage. And that's things that my people, the team that I have here at Tate Law Firm, we will check those insurance coverages. And then once we get all your bills and everything in place, we will send a demand out to the insurance company and we will tell them, hey, you need to pay. And this is the amount that you need to pay for your pain and suffering, for your lost wages, for your out-of-pocket expenses. We will go through and negotiate those things with the insurance company. Don't do it alone. Because now, hey, I hear people every day, why do I need an attorney? Attorney's just going to take all my money. I hear all that. At the same time, attorneys have what they call the threat of litigation, okay? And so insurance companies know if you're going to get an attorney, that attorney is going to say, hey, you don't give me the money that my client needs, I'm going to file litigation in the case. And I am going to fight you in court and could possibly get a jury to award way more than if you just would have paid out the claim that we asked you to pay. Okay. And so give us a phone call at 918-805-3955. Let us fight for you. Don't try to do your personal injury case alone. And at the end of the day, my office always offers free consultations. And so if you just are like, hey, let me just call and get some advice to make sure this is a claim that I want to pursue or not, then give us a call and we will take care of you.